Hello 56s, today I will be making a chocolate cake. First you will need to be preheating your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then what we are going to do is sift our flour, sugar, cocoa, baking soda and cream tartar into a mixing bowl. So we've got our flour, sugar, cocoa, and then cream tartar, baking soda, and cream tartar. Then you will get your whisk and just whisk all your dry ingredients together until well combined. So after that we will add our oil into the middle, and how I like to make my hole is by getting a ladle and just putting it into the middle, and it gives you a nice clean hole around edges. So then all you have to do is pour in your oil, and we are adding 2/3 cup of oil into the middle, and it makes perfect hold it. And now we're going to add 3/4 of our milk and then our vanilla extract. So in here we have our vanilla, with 3/4 of a cup of milk, and then we will beat by hand until they're combined. So we will mix this until well combined. And so we added 1.5 cups of cornflour, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate soda, and then 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And then after this we'll scrape to, and then what we'll do is add our milk, the remaining milk and eggs. Make sure you get all of the dry ingredients off the bottom, because sometimes you just can't mix it off the bottom. So then you have all your flour, all your dry ingredients still down there. So we'll mix all of that in. So we'll finish mixing. So now we will add our remaining milk and our eggs. And there's our milk, and there is our eggs. And now we will be mixing again. And also recommended before you start cooking to oil or grease your pan. You can either use flour and butter, oil, spray on oil. They're probably the best and what I recommend the most. So I'm using a Lazy Susan, and then you want to make sure everything is well combined and mixed. So we will finish mixing and then we will pour into our pan. So now we finished mixing up our batter and it's the right consistency. We will now get our tin which has been greased and we will just pour into it. And now since this tin has a hole in the center, what we will do here is make sure it's nice and even all around. So make sure you scrape the edges when not cooking or doing this to make sure you get all the batter that you need. Okay, so now we've got our batter in the tin. What we're going to do is shake it. Sometimes it's nice to get a plastic spoon or something to go around the edges to secure it is nice and even. Then what you're going to do is just tap it, and then it will get all the air bubbles to rise to the top and pop. So I'm going to get all my air bubbles there, then we will put it into the oven. Alright, so now my cake has cooked and cooled. We will be icing with chocolate, milk and white. And what I'll do is just go around. My white is coming out, but not so much my milk. So I'll just go around like so. And I'm using piping bags because it gives you the best control, but not quite as good control if I was using tips. With my piping bags, they give you the best control, but I do not need tips since I'm not doing designs. And then what I'll do is grab myself a spatula and just work my way around to give it a nice blend look. And I know the milk chocolate will take over, but I can give it a bit more of a pretty swirl look again afterwards. So I'll get my milk and I'll just go around a bit more at the edges so then it can kind of drip a bit like that. So that's with my milk. And I'm going with the chocolate theme, and that's why I'm using baking chocolate. This is not just ordinary chocolate. And I'm using Nesquik milk chocolate and Cadbury white chocolate. So then what I'll do is get it and I'll just kind of go around the edges with it so then I can paint with, it's like canvas and this is my paint and I'm going around and I'm about to finish painting my canvas with this chocolate, which works quite well because it gives it a pretty swell colour. Now I'll get my milk chocolate again and just go over it, but this time not mix so hard because I want my white to still stand out on my brown. So I'll get some brown again so then my white doesn't take over. And then now my edges have kind of been linked on. So now that I have finished decorating what I will do now, which is also optional, I'm going to put mine on a cake stand. Alright, so now I have finished with my decorating. What we do is move it onto the cake stand. So what I do is kind of put it to my edge, lift it up and onto the cake stand, just like so. And thank you for watching my how to make a cake video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, bye.